Greetings, Kooplings. It's Donnie from Play Some Video Games, and thank you for tuning in to the PSVG podcast. Gonna try to do something a little different here. I've been playing a game this week on my Nintendo Switch titled Infinite MiniGolf, and the plan was to write a review. Now, we see all of our stats on our webpage, and we see that the reviews generate the most traffic on our webpage, but even our best reviews on our website don't get as many downloads or listens as our podcast does. So I'm going to try to do something, and I'm going to try to review a game in audio format only. And if you'd be so kind, I'd like to hear your feedback. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you hate it. You never want us to do it again. You can tweet at us at PSVG. You can tweet at me personally at PlayinNintendo. So, Infinite MiniGolf is a game. It came out last week. It's everywhere. The thing is even on VR. So, I mean, the game is everywhere. It's on PlayStation, Xbox, VR, Steam, and even Nintendo Switch. It is a putt-putt game in the long line of putt-putt games. I mean, I feel like since video games, there's always been putt-putt and mini-golf games. It's from Zen Studios. If that rings a bell, that's the pinball studio. At least that's how I've always known them. It's the same company that does all of the licensed pinball games. The Walking Dead, like Telltale, The Walking Dead pinball game, Star Wars pinball game, and actually their pinball games are really good. I've enjoyed those in the past, much better than I've enjoyed this game so far. Okay, so here's the deal. Infinite MiniGolf, you get to play putt-putt on infinite amount of courses, thus the infinite. So it's user-generated content. So if you're into creating things, there's something here for you. You get 3 themes. There's like this bedroom theme, think like Toy Story, like Andy's room, where you get little toys and stuff, and then you have the little whole. You have a Halloween spooky theme, where you have ghouls and goblins and tombstones, and it's a night under the moonlight, that type of thing. And then you have this Christmas wintry theme, snowmen and presents and things like that. So you have these 3 themes, and in the game, in the single player part of the game, there are tournaments for each one of these 3 themes. There's actually 4 of them, and it's basically difficulty. That's basically what it is. You're playing a lot of the same holes, you're just playing them with different difficulty, and you go through each one. There are no characters to unlock. This game is all built around like avatar customization, so it's very, akin to how mobile games. I've seen, several like Let's Play Golf and stuff like that, where you make an avatar and then you unlock, new glasses and new shirts and new clubs and new balls. There are no microtransactions, so that's good to report. The whole game really, the overall package really does feel like a mobile title. The graphics aren't, they're fine. They're not bad by any means, but they're nothing to write home about. It looks like something you could run on your phone. At least on the Switch version. I am reviewing this for the Switch. On the Nintendo Switch version, the load times getting in and out of the courses are pretty bad. It's about a minute and a half, I think, or at least feels that way. I mean, it takes a long time to get in and out. And overall, my biggest problem with the initial setup, at least from the single player, is that this promise of infinite MiniGolf kind of leaves me wishing that that they had tailored some custom one, that you had more than 3 themes, but also that you had some tailored like 18-hole courses, so you could register some scores and compare against your friends and whatnot. I just kind of felt the holes. It's just not memorable. Kind of in the way that the Mario Maker levels were designed to show you kind of what you can do, but not to that level of polish that Nintendo would put into a game. It's kind of like see, if you put in a ramp, you can roll a ball up, and if you judge your speed right, it'll roll into the hole. The mechanics are also kind of wonky in the sense that one experience I had, you had to put this ball down like a roundabout or a loop, a twirl, so you need to go in circles all the way down. And I played this hole about 10 different times, and I hit the ball from the left side, from the right side, at full speed, at like minimal speed, at medium speed, and about 8 of the 10 times the same thing happened to my ball every time. So it just kind of felt like luck. I kept getting thrown off the side of the rail. So it's got like this kind of wonky mechanics or physics to the ball. The other thing I really want to touch on were power-ups. It does have power-ups, which gives it a little arcadey feel, which is kind of nice. You get rockets that you can speed up your ball. There's like this little drone thing that, if you actually press it in real time. So you putt the ball starts rolling towards your hole. You have a power-up, you press it. There's like this drone one that lets you actually slow the ball down and navigate around for a minute. There's a magnet, which kind of just breaks the game. When you use the magnet power up, it just sucks your ball into the hole. So like you put your ball near the hole, it doesn't matter if you miss or not, you hit the magnet and it pulls it into the hole. And then there's springs, which is probably my favorite. It lets you jump over ramps, literally jump off the side of the course, jump over obstacles, which is kind of neat. I did try, I don't like create your own games. I've never been a huge fan of that, so take that for what you will. In my review, I did play with it, because I wanted to review it. I wanted to check it out. It is actually pretty good. You can only use elements from the 3 themes, so you're not going to get a ton of stuff. You're not going to get a bunch that you can do there. And honestly, when I played like the online gallery, you can play the holes. A lot of them just kind of feel the same. It's like the hole goes left, the hole goes right, the hole's straight. Some of them have stuff in the way and some of them don't. I mean, it feels a little limited. Like there's not a whole lot you can really do with them to get real creative outside of just making them, like uncontrollably hard. It does support up to 8 players, but you have to have a full controller, so you can't split off into the Joy-Cons. So everybody, I don't know, a whole lot of people have got, 8 Pro controllers or 8 Joy-Con sets rolling around, but it's, it's nice to know you can play with about as many controllers as you have, you can play. When I play with the kids, they didn't really care for it either. It has online multiplayer, but you can't hook up with your friends. You can just kind of create a lobby and let folks join you, which I guess is, that's okay. It's neither here nor there. Ultimately, what I wanted to say, as PSVG's resident golf video game fan, Infinite MiniGolf is a fine video game. There's not a whole lot special here with it. I didn't find any parts particularly enjoyable. Definitely nothing was memorable. It's $15. If you are just thirsty for a new game, I think you can spend $15 better on the eShop. Like you can buy Overcooked Special Edition with it's $20, but it's with it. You'd be better spent to spend extra $5 on Overcooked, or you could get like Kamiko or Spectre Knight or Graceful Explosion Machine, Implosion. I've also played. I think all of those options are a better option than this one. But if you just love golf, you can. I would only recommend this if you really want a putt-putt game. And even then, if you have other systems available to you, I think there are other better putt-putt games out there available. Even on the Switch, there's Neo Geo Turf Masters, which is a golf game that I would prefer over Infinite MiniGolf. So in summary, Infinite MiniGolf is, it's a video game. It's just a video game. It's not the worst video game. It actually plays well, looks decent, it has some content there. The elevator pitch that you can play infinite amount of courses, I guess that sounds good. If none of them are memorable the online gallery is kind of just like a mess to navigate. It's just, you just kind of scroll hole through hole through hole through hole. And in my case, when I did it, in the 4 or 5 times that I did it, I kept seeing a bunch of holes that I would never even want to play, like a lot of like really short ones, like easy hole-in-ones. And, it's just stuff that wasn't nothing that I would deem of quality. So it's your standard 5, it's like 5 out of 10 video game, in my opinion. That's what I'm going to give it. But again, don't let me steer you in a direction. If you love mini golf games, you like putt-putt, if you just don't think this sounds like you'd agree, go give it a play. Let me know what you think. Come tweet at me at PlayInNintendo, or tweet at all of us at PSVG. Thanks for listening to the review, and one more time, if you think this is pretty neat and you'd like to have more reviews in audio form, let us know. That feedback is always appreciated. So, with that, boys and girls, thanks for listening, and remember, never stop gaming.